Most welcome guests. Hello, I'm Bill, the candidate for the president for the NTU Toastmasters next semester. I would like to thank you all for coming here tonight to listen to my campaign speech. In my speech today, I will mention about three things. First is the story between NTU Toastmasters and me. Second is the reason why I want to become the president in the future. And the third is the challenges we are facing and the solutions I will take in the future. Different from most of the people, why I joined NTU Toastmasters was not because I want to overcome a stage fright or practice my speaking skill. Rather, I was looking for a place to say what I want to say from my heart, and rather than being constrained by some meaningless competition rules or the others' viewpoints. 9 months ago, I joined an NTU Toastmasters meeting for the first time, and it was Jill and Jillian standing on the stage and delivered their speech. I can see that all the audience down there was listen so concentrate and held their breath and give the speakers on the stage their firm support by their eyes, ignoring the hot air. And the speaker on the stage was sharing about their stories of the trip to Shenzhen and the experiences of breaking out of the comfort zone. I can tell that they're really nervous, and many design stage effects didn't achieve their expectation. But what really impressed me was their spirit of sharing and encouragement. After the intermission, I met my dear cute mentor, April. Her warm welcome and passion makes me feel I was no longer a shadow hidden inside the crowd, but like a traveler coming back to his hometown and running into the embrace of the mother waiting beside the door. At that time, I told myself, this is it. This is the place I'm looking for. And then, I have stayed here until now. 9 months passed. The role NTU Toastmasters played in my life has gradually become more and more clear. In my mind, rather than a place cultivating the leadership and communication, Toastmasters is much more like a stage of sharing, a window of our soul, and a chance to change one's life. Just like a crossroad in our life, here we see people from different backgrounds and sharing their stories. Some people find their confidence on the stage and break out of their comfort zone. Some people conquer their fear of English and finally find their soulmate in the future. Some people find a window to vent their frustration of daily life, and some people build a friendship of a lifetime. Here, we share our stories and encourage each other. We saw the changes of our friends and the growth of ourselves. I think all these things just demonstrate our unique core value. Share, and we are never alone. After the in-house contest, at the second gathering, Joyce asked me, Bill, do you know today is the deadline of our events? I responded to her with silence. And then she said, don't you feel anything? I still remained silent. However, after hearing Joyce's invitation about becoming her successor and the president of next semester, I was shocked. Because being the president of NTU Toastmasters carries the burden of our history, the expectation of our senior members, and the most important of all, the responsibility of taking care of this club. However, after understanding the situation and the challenges we are facing, I decided to become the president in the future. So that's the reason why I want to become the president. I would like to become the president and the guard to guide and guard this place I love so much and make this place a one sweet home forever. 2 years ago, At the time, Hades and Eddie, being the president, NTU Toastmasters has reached the heyday of its development. We can imagine that it was the era that every member was so eager to participate in the meeting. It was the era of the beginning of study group discussion. We can imagine that at the campus union held every semester, we are so proud that we are so proud of our uniqueness. We are so triumphant to walk on the frontier of the era. However, during the past 2 years, we are still good, we are still excellent, the situation has changed. Out there is the rise of NCCU and NCKU. They gradually learn our specialty and gradually improve them. Out there, FJU also do the same thing and they become even better. As out to our internal situation, after Hades, Abby, and later Lina, our average age of our members and officers greatly increased. And the inheritance between generation and generation getting into crisis. So, 1 year ago, Amy took the position of the president due to her love of the club and the senior members. Due to Amy and Joy's efforts, NTU Toastmasters has created many innovations during the year, such as trade system and Toastmasters summer camp. We survived from the tightrope of the era, but the aging crisis still exists. Tomorrow is our graduation ceremony. While we are celebrating and blessing the graduates with sadness, the lack of officers and young new members has become an even more urgent issue. It's become an even more urgent issue. At the farewell dinner, I heard some members said, "Oh, it's so sorrowful for him that he didn't join the Toastmasters earlier. It was too late for them." So I think it is our responsibility in the future to introduce this club to the younger generations. And I sincerely invite all of you to join the officers team and fight for this goal. The rise of the advance of the other Toastmaster club and the challenges we are facing do not mean I'm trying to rise the enmity between the Toastmasters club. Do not mean that we are already facing the operation challenges or problems or difficulties. Rather, they remind us that we are standing at the turning point of history. It is high time for us to step out of our comfort zone, make a further step, and create a whole new era of our own. As the saying goes, as the saying goes, seeking to forget makes exile all the longer. The secret of redemption lies in remembrance. So, practice and embrace the dream of our senior members will be the start of the reform next semester. Amy once has a dream. She hopes every member can make self-break and standing on the stage for at least 5 to 6 minutes during the semester. Next semesters, I will keep promoting this idea and using more concrete way to realize them. I will encourage those who have already got best speakers for many times to become the individual evaluators of the young new members, and represent the NTU Toastmasters to the other clubs and be their guests. By doing so, we can leave the stage for the young new members in our club to make self-break. And by doing so, we seem excellent to the outsiders, and we leave the room for the members to improve themselves. Joyce also had an idea about dinner gallery, but due to the limitation of time, it was being cancelled later. However, this is not the end. In the future,